We've heard many wild ideas about how to terraform Mars, everything from melting the polar ice caps to releasing genetically engineered mosquitoes. But one proposal stands out for its sheer boldness and also its utter weirdness. It is called Mars Genesis, and it involves creating a biological substrate on the red planet by seeding it with life, specifically extremophile fungi that can survive in harsh environments like the one found on Mars. Here on Earth, there are only a few places that come close to matching the conditions on Mars, places like the Atacama Desert or the Arctic. And yet life, specifically microbial life, has found a way to not only survive but thrive in these seemingly inhospitable environments. So it's not a huge stretch to think that similar life forms could do the same on Mars. In fact, researchers believe that extremophile fungi could be the key to kick-starting a terraforming process on Mars, a process that would make the planet more Earth-like over time. Of course, we're not talking about creating the perfect climate for growing corn or anything like that. That would take centuries, if not millennia. But by introducing these hardy fungi, we could set in motion a chain reaction that would eventually make Mars more hospitable for life as we know it. In the short term, the biggest challenge for any living thing on Mars would be the lack of oxygen. But some fungi produce enzymes that could help break down the planet's surface and release oxygen into the atmosphere. Other fungi could fix nitrogen, which is essential for building amino acids, the building blocks of life. And some could even convert carbon dioxide, which makes up 96% of the Martian atmosphere, into more breathable oxygen. Of course, all of this is easier said than done. You can't just dump a bunch of spores on the surface of Mars and expect them to do their thing. You have to protect them. And that's where the second part of the Mars Genesis plan comes in, special capsules that can carry the fungi and release them in a controlled way. These capsules would need to be extremely durable to withstand the rigors of space travel and the harsh environment of Mars. But if we can figure out how to protect the fungi, we could start the terraforming process from within these little capsules. So the idea is to send a bunch of these capsules to Mars, each containing a different type of extremophile fungus. Over time, the fungi would spread out from their capsules and begin to break down the Martian soil and atmosphere. This would create a more hospitable environment for life, including human life. In theory, this process could take as little as 100 years, which is relatively quick on the geologic timescale. Now, there are a lot of challenges associated with this plan, not least of which is the fact that we haven't actually tried it yet. But the potential rewards are huge. If we can successfully terraform Mars, it could become a new home for humanity, a place where we can live and thrive and expand our civilization. It's a big dream, but it might just be possible.